Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Blue Devils offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it. But it's just football.
They'll run the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go to the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, we're always looking forward to this one.
And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So NC State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that in cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Power football with the run. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. On the option. Quick toss. Turns it on in midfield. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
With the first down, they'll put it and play it from the 33. The option look. The pitch. Fakes his man out. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. The spin, still on his feet. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
NC State quick to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Dances away from one. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. On the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's piled up 87 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pitch it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to get to him. NC State going up tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robertson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Comes out throwing on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Finds his big tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On second down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the... Gets away from one, finds some space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Dances away from one. At the 40, there he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. NC State quick to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll run the option. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. On the option, he'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. The option look. He'll pull it on the read. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The give to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Touchdown, Duke! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Tackle is made after the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the pummeling has started. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll get rid of it. It's complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're bringing heat. Turns it loose. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you're a defense and they run the triple option, it is exhausting. You literally have to make sure you focus on your guy. They did an unbelievable job taking away the options. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. They strung him out towards the sideline. Great positive play by this defense.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. And off to Jones. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State. They want to see if they can score the deuce. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over. Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Duke! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Completes it in the middle.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of the game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited.
A shot toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now You're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You guys to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Now the pitch. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking